Have you ever wondered why some people seem to hold all the power, while others are left grasping at straws? In the world we live in, power dynamics play a crucial role in every aspect of our lives. From the boardroom to the living room, the power game is always on. But what is the secret to gaining and retaining power? Today we delve into the intriguing world of power and intentions, guided by the wisdom of Robert Greene's masterpiece, The 48 Laws of Power. This compelling book offers a unique perspective on the subtle art of power play. It's a world where intentions are everything, and revealing them could be your downfall. Let's embark on this journey of understanding power, its nuances, and how concealing intentions can be the game changer you've been looking for. Ready to uncover the secrets of the power holders? The answer lies in Law 3 of the 48 Laws of Power: Conceal your intentions. Law 3, as stated by Robert Greene in his book, asserts conceal your intentions. Now let's dive a little deeper into this fascinating concept. Imagine you're playing a game of chess. Would you broadcast your next move to your opponent? Of course not. Because doing so would give them the upper hand. They would know exactly how to counteract your strategy and potentially win the game. Well, this law applies the same principle to life. Greene suggests that by keeping your plans and strategies hidden, you maintain a position of power and control. Think about it. When you reveal your intentions, you're essentially giving others a glimpse into your thought process, your goals, and your overall strategy. This can leave you vulnerable to manipulation, exploitation, and even sabotage. On the other hand, when you conceal your intentions, you're keeping others in the dark. They can't predict your next move, and therefore, can't prepare for it or interfere with it. But it's not just about staying unpredictable. Concealing your intentions also allows you to observe and understand others better. When people don't know what you're planning, they're more likely to reveal their own intentions and strategies. This, in turn, gives you valuable insight into their mindset and tactics, which you can use to your advantage. Now, I want to clarify something important. This law isn't advocating for dishonesty or deception. It's about being strategic with the information you share. It's about understanding that every piece of information you reveal can and will be used by others, either for or against you. So it's crucial to think carefully before you divulge your plans. Also, remember that this isn't a one-size-fits-all rule. There will be times when transparency and openness are the best approach. The key is to understand when and where to apply this law, and that takes practice, experience, and wisdom. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? But why is this law so important? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the importance of concealing intentions in our next scene. You may ask, why should I conceal my intentions? Let's delve deeper into this. Imagine walking into a chess game and announcing your every move before you make it. Your opponent would easily counter your plans, and victory would be near impossible. Life in many ways is a grand chessboard. Revealing your intentions in advance may seem honest and straightforward, but it can often leave you vulnerable and predictable, much like the hapless chess player who telegraphs his moves. Concealing intentions, on the other hand, creates an aura of mystery. It keeps others guessing, and in a world where knowledge equals power, the less others know about your plans and ambitions, the more power you retain. This concept isn't about dishonesty or deceit, but rather about maintaining a tactical advantage in situations where outcomes matter. Think about it. When you keep your cards close to your chest, you prevent others from anticipating your next move. This unpredictability can be a valuable asset, whether you're negotiating a business deal, navigating social dynamics, or even strategizing in a competitive sport. Now you might be wondering, isn't transparency a virtue? Yes, it is, in many aspects of our lives. Honesty and openness foster trust, and trust is a cornerstone of healthy relationships. However, there's a fine line between transparency and oversharing. The latter can often lead to exploitation. For instance, consider a scenario where you're negotiating a salary for a new job. If you reveal upfront what you're willing to accept, you lose all your bargaining power. The employer now knows your bottom line and has no incentive to offer you more. But if you keep your expectations concealed, you retain the upper hand. You force the employer to make the first move, keeping them guessing about what it might take to bring you on board. Similarly, in a competitive environment, revealing your strategy gives your competitors an undue advantage. They can prepare counter strategies, anticipate your moves, and potentially outmaneuver you. But when you conceal your intentions, you retain the element of surprise. You keep your competitors on their toes, unsure of what to expect next. Concealing intentions also allows for flexibility. Plans change, and so do circumstances. When you reveal your intentions prematurely, you paint yourself into a corner, forced to follow through even if better options arise. By keeping your intentions to yourself, you keep your options open and maintain the freedom to adapt and adjust as needed. In essence, the art of concealing intentions is about mastering the balance between transparency and strategic ambiguity. It's about knowing when to reveal and when to withhold. It's about understanding that while honesty is a virtue, so is discretion. In other words, knowledge is power, and by concealing your intentions, you retain that power. So, how does one apply this law in real life? Let's dive into some real-life scenarios where this law can be applied. We'll explore examples from the realms of business, politics, and personal relationships, demonstrating the broad applicability of Law 3, conceal your intentions. Consider the world of business. A company planning to launch a new product will typically keep details under wraps until the grand unveiling. By concealing their intentions, they prevent competitors from getting a jump start on a similar product or devising a counter-strategy. This element of surprise can significantly enhance the impact of the product launch and potentially shape market dynamics in the company's favor. Now, let's shift our gaze to the political arena. Politicians are often masters at concealing their intentions. They might maintain an aura of ambiguity around their policy plans, only revealing them when the timing is right. This strategy prevents opponents from launching early attacks or criticisms, allowing the politician to manage their narrative more effectively. In essence, concealing intentions is a crucial element of political strategy, and can often make or break a campaign. But Law 3 isn't limited to the realms of business and politics. It can also be applied in personal relationships. Imagine you're planning a surprise birthday party for a friend. To make the surprise successful, you must conceal your intentions, not just from the friend in question, but from anyone who might inadvertently spill the beans. In this context, concealing intentions can lead to joy and excitement, reinforcing the bonds of friendship. Or perhaps you're in the early stages of a romantic relationship. Revealing too much too soon can sometimes be overwhelming or off-putting. By concealing your intentions to some degree, you allow the relationship to unfold naturally, without the pressure of expectation. We can also see evidence of Law 3 in everyday situations. Think about a game of poker. Players must hide their intentions to bluff their opponents and keep them guessing about their next move. In essence, the art of concealment becomes a powerful strategy in this game of chance and skill. However, it's important to remember that while concealing intentions can be a powerful tool, it's not about deceit or manipulation. It's about understanding the right moment to reveal your plans or feelings. It's about strategic patience and careful consideration of the potential consequences and reactions. And so, from the boardrooms of multinational corporations to the halls of political power, from intimate personal relationships to a friendly game of cards, the applicability of Law 3, conceal your intentions, is evident. It's a law that can help navigate various life scenarios, providing an edge in negotiations, fostering surprise and delight in relationships, and enabling strategic victories in various games of life. As you can see, the applications of this law are vast and varied. Scene script. However, every coin has two sides. Let's explore the potential dangers of concealing your intentions. When you navigate the world with Law 3 as your compass, it's essential to remember that it isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. Like any strategy, it carries its own share of risks and ethical considerations. While the power to conceal your intentions can be a potent tool in your arsenal, it's crucial to understand the potential fallout that might accompany its misuse. One of the key considerations of Law 3 is trust. Trust is the bedrock of any relationship, be it personal or professional. When we consistently conceal our intentions, we could inadvertently erode the trust others have in us. If people perceive that we're always holding something back, they might start to question our motives, our honesty, and ultimately, our character. This erosion of trust can lead to strained relationships, miscommunication, and even conflict. Furthermore, the act of continually concealing intentions can create a psychological toll. The mental gymnastics required to constantly hide your true intentions can be exhausting. It can lead to stress, anxiety, and even feelings of isolation. After all, it's hard to form genuine connections when you're always playing a part. Now let's consider the ethical dimension of Law 3. Ethics play a vital role in shaping our actions and decisions. When we choose to always conceal our intentions, we walk a fine line between strategy and manipulation. It's important to ask ourselves, are we using this law to navigate complex situations, or are we manipulating others for our own gain? The answer to this question can significantly impact how others perceive us and how we perceive ourselves. Moreover, there's always the risk of backlash. If our concealed intentions are discovered, the fallout can be severe. People might feel deceived, leading to broken relationships, damage to our reputation, and even potential legal consequences in extreme cases. It's a high-stakes game where the player must always be aware of the potential repercussions. So, is Law 3 inherently bad? Not necessarily. Like any tool, its value lies in how it's used. It can help us navigate complex situations, protect our interests, and assert our power. However, relying too heavily on it, or using it without considering the potential consequences, can lead to trouble. It's essential to strike a balance. Use Law 3 as a strategic tool, not as a default mode of operation. Be open and honest where it matters, build trust, respect others, and always consider the ethical implications of your actions. In doing so, you can harness the power of Law 3 without falling into its potential pitfalls. So, while this law has its advantages, one must also be aware of its potential dangers. To sum up, Law 3 of the 48 Laws of Power advises us to conceal our intentions. This law isn't about deception for deception's sake, but rather about understanding the power of strategic ambiguity. It's about holding your cards close, revealing just enough to keep others engaged, yet not so much that you lose your strategic advantage. Throughout our conversation, we've explored the importance of this law. In a world that often rewards transparency, it's easy to overlook the value of a little mystery. Yet playing your hand too early can lead to a loss of power. Whether in business negotiations, political maneuvers, or even personal relationships, the ability to conceal your intentions can provide a critical edge. We've also delved into the real-life applications of Law 3. From historical leaders like Napoleon Bonaparte to modern-day entrepreneurs, those who master this law often rise to the top of their fields. They understand that by keeping their plans under wraps, they can maintain control, surprise their competitors, and ultimately achieve their objectives. But let's not forget the potential dangers associated with this law. Concealing intentions should not translate to unethical behavior or manipulation. It's a tool to be used wisely, not a license for deceit. Misuse of this law can lead to distrust, damaged relationships, and even legal consequences. It's a fine line to walk, and one that requires a deep understanding of the dynamics of power. In the grand scheme, Law 3 is not just about concealment, it's about strategic communication. It's about knowing when to reveal, when to hold back, and how to navigate the intricate dance that is human interaction. It's about understanding the game and playing it well. Remember, power isn't about manipulation, but about understanding and wielding your influence wisely.